few more balls, would you? I know I don't need to remind you, but tryouts are in 2 weeks, and we both have to make varsity or it won't be half as much fun." Ben grimaced. "No pressure, though, right?" "Right. For real, though, Ben," Noah said, suddenly serious. "I know you've worked really hard to play shortstop, but you know how Coach is. He's not going to just give it to you. You need to show him. You need to be ready for tryouts." "I will be." Ben gave his best friend a confident smile. "Okay, we can practice more tomorrow. You need to tighten up that follow-through." Noah pedaled off. "Bye," he called out over his shoulder. "Bye." Ben sighed. Most of the time, it was great when your best friend was baseball-obsessed, but sometimes it was just stressful. Hero watched Ben, furrowing his brow and wrinkling the soft patch of fur between his eyes. "Okay, boy," Ben said. "One more ball." Ben hefted the ball up and down a couple of times. Hero's pointy ears pricked forward, and he dropped into a crouch. His whole body was ready for the chase. Ben let him wait for a long moment, enjoying Hero's excitement. The dog was so alert. If Ben so much as twitched his pinky finger, Hero noticed. It was like Hero's whole body and mind were in sync, absorbing everything around him. Whatever Hero did, he did wholly and intentionally. That's what Ben needed to do. His dad called it acting with purpose. "Slow down, Ben," his dad would say as Ben raced by on his way to his room to do his homework, or to baseball practice, or to an early morning newspaper club meeting at school. Ben just powered ahead without thinking things through. It was the same with baseball. He wasn't the most precise player. He just hit the baseball as hard as he could. Ben heard his dad's voice in his head. "Slow it down. Breathe. Act with purpose, kid. That's how cops do it." Hero whimpered as if to say, "Let's get on with it." Focusing as hard as he could, Ben lifted the bat over his right shoulder and tossed the ball straight up in the air. He swung. The ball cracked against the bat, then flew up and out, way, way out. "Whoa!" Ben yelled. He couldn't believe how far he'd hit it. It would definitely have been a home run. Hero went from standing totally still to galloping after the ball. Ben had no idea how he could get moving so fast. The ball landed in the grass with a thunk. Ben took off after Hero and caught up to him on the other side of the baseball field, where the park began to give way to heavy woods. Hero pressed his nose to the ground, his nostrils flaring with short, quick inhalations. The ball wasn't there. Hero zigzagged, following his nose, then stopped and sniffed repeatedly in one spot. Spring wildflowers were just beginning to jut out of the grass under Hero's giant paws. "Where is it, buddy?" Ben asked. Hero kept his attention on the ground. He walked slowly toward the tree line. "What do you smell?" Ben followed him. Hero picked up speed and started to head deeper into the woods, where the trees were close together and the undergrowth was thick. How could the ball have traveled this far? Ben wondered. Something was different about Hero's movements. He was completely focused. His ears pointed forward. His nose was working double time. His tail, which usually curved down by his back legs, was up. Even his fur seemed to be paying attention. Hero was tracking. Ben had never seen Hero lock onto a scent like this before. He was in full search and rescue mode. But for what? A baseball? That seemed weird. Ben was excited to watch Hero in action, but he was not excited to be late for dinner. They were going to have to hurry this along. "Hero, buddy, my mom is going to kill me if we're late again." Hero pressed his nose into the grass. "It's just a